All right, guys, this is YaBoyRockLee, and welcome to Patreon. If you guys are new here, I'm gonna make this simple so you know where everything is and how to get the most out of being here. So right off the jump, very quickly, what our Patreon is for: uncut reactions, early access, current shows, community chat rooms, and completed collections, as well as a backlog of content we are always recording way in advance of YouTube. The things I'm going to be talking about here can be found with links in the descriptions of most Patreon videos, and especially the pinned post right on Patreon. But we have a schedule that includes our Patreon schedule and our YouTube schedule. These are different. We have our inventory of reactions, which is on both schedules if you scroll on down, and it shows you every show that we've ever reacted to, and it's organized. You could search by category, you could search by tags, you could search for Lee's favorites. We also have shows that are being pre-recorded in advance to be added to the schedule, and those can be purchased separately via the collection purchase. The schedules show what's currently active. Patreon and YouTube schedules are not always the same. Some shows are Patreon only and may not be on YouTube ever, or may not be on YouTube for quite some time. Schedule can change because of recording, copyright issues, group availability, and demand changes. You should look at the schedule on a weekly basis because I change it from time to time as new content is being recorded and as new shows are being ended. All right, let's talk about how voting works. We have a variety of ways that we run polls on our Patreon, and it goes into generally one of two categories. First, whatever gets the most votes, we just do. Particularly this happens when I don't have a strong emotional pull one way or another. I'm like, these are three great options. Which show do you guys want to react to the most? Which show do you want us to react to the most? The other way I do it is surveys. Let's just say I'm interested in something and I got 40% of my audience interested in a new show that I'm really passionate about. That's enough. As long as I have a good chunk of people who are interested in it, that's great. We react to a lot of content, so my thought process is if we react to a variety of content, there's going to be so much circles that there's no one who is getting left behind. That's how voting works. So it's either majority, or it allows me to know that we have a good chunk of people who are interested so we can move forward. But I'm always going to tell you generally ahead of time which of these categories you're going to fall in. If I don't tell you, that's because I'm just trying to figure out something. And if I tell you ahead of time, you guys will vote differently. So sometimes just follow the process or just trust the process. If I do a poll without a lot of information, I'm going to circle back to tell you guys why I did that poll and what information I was trying to gather. If you guys are interested in how to recommend shows, here are the primary methods of recommending shows. First, the comment section. You guys can comment all you want about what shows you guys are interested. Generally, I'll pick up on a pattern that, wow, a lot of people keep recommending this particular show. Perhaps I should jump on it. That doesn't mean I have the ability to answer everybody, but believe me, I am going to notice a trend of a lot of people are requesting a particular show. Next, I put out posts requesting you guys to suggest whatever show matches the criteria that I'm asking for. Then what I'll do is I'll tally the shows that have the highest mentions, and I'll create a poll, maybe up to 25 shows. We'll have a series of rounds until we narrow it down to the winning show. The next option is you can use the Patreon chat room, and you guys can use the rooms that say K-drama suggestion, Western show suggestions, or anime suggestions, and you can submit a suggestion. If you guys are submitting a suggestion that you want me to unilaterally pick up without it being on a poll, and you should include a mathematical argument. The simplest form that I see people do is they will screenshot the fact that this is a show that many other reaction channels have found success reacting to. Understand that you are suggesting a show that I will unilaterally pick without being polled. So what I need to see is that there are evidence that other people in the greater audience are also going to be interested in this. We don't want to put out a show that only 2 people are going to watch despite all the resources that we put into it. We want to put out shows that serve the largest group of our collective audience, because we could watch any show on our idle time. The goal of a reaction channel is to entertain our viewers. So that's how you give suggestions on our Patreon. As you guys have been hearing, we have chat rooms on our Patreon. It's free to be part of these chat rooms. We have our suggestion rooms that are limited to our paid tiers. Why? So people don't spam us with suggestions. And I do take the time to read and try and respond to them. We have our chat rooms where we just hype up shows, and the chat rooms is great because it actually influences what shows I might add to a poll. And there are times, I'm getting excited about it right now, that I will just cover a show because the chat room is excited about it. Don't just hype up the show to me. I want to see that you guys are excited about this show together, and then I decide that this is a great show to pick up on. So join our Patreon chat rooms. We're building a community. It's fun. There's like-minded people, and that's how people even gather together and pick shows together. They vote together, and they make alliances. You vote for my show, next time I vote for your show. It's really cool. Check that out. Separate to your monthly membership, we do have shows that we record in advance that are added to our collections. They're not necessarily added to the schedule, and you can see that when you're looking at the schedule, or if you read the description and or the title of a particular series. We record a lot of content. Take a look at the schedule. And sometimes I record way in advance, and members have expressed an interest in getting videos before I even add them to the schedule. So I decided to create a collection category, and people can just purchase those directly. You own those videos at the time of this recording. Says Patreon, you own those videos. So even if you don't have your monthly membership, if you bought a video through the collection or through an individual purchase, you keep those. Again, if you guys look at our schedule, there is no group channel that has 2 or more people that I see that puts out more shows than us. And we still will record more. So those that we're recording more of that we're not ready to add to the schedule, we give members an opportunity to get those early. If you guys have any needs, check the frequently asked questions page. And we have a chat room that says emergency urgent rooms for concerns. Sometimes I change the title of that room because I keep looking for the title that lets people get it. The show is for the chat room is for urgent concerns. There is something that's not working. A video is not working. And I respond to those as soon as possible to get things working for you guys. That is also a chat room. All right, guys, you've made it to the end. The last thing is, don't spoil. When it comes to talking about shows or just talking about comments, stick to the contents of that episode and or that anime. The manga, the light novel, all that other stuff often contains spoilers. If you are gonna say a spoiler, just say, hey, this is from the light novel, so people will have a moment to decide if they want to read that or not. I'm active on Twitter, I'm active on Instagram, I'm active on TikTok. If you guys want to see us grow, please, please, please consider checking out those socials. All right, the last thing we'll explain is the difference in tiers. First of all, you can read about them in the description of those tiers. They tell you exactly what they give you. The main thing I want to talk about in the is the difference between, at the time of this recording, the Hokage tier and the Elite Sannin tier. Basically, Elite Sannin tier, if the name changes, is the tier for the exclusive reactions for Patreon. Just so that you know, when certain shows we watch or we react to, at the time of recording, we have no plans of it being a YouTube reaction. It was not popular, but people on Patreon wanted to see it, or we just had a strong interest in it, and we just have it in the Elite exclusive tier. No plans of it going on YouTube. For a Hokage membership tier, oftentimes those shows are recorded to give you guys early uncut access, but they might go on YouTube, and a lot of them do. But believe it or not, there are a lot of shows that are recorded on the Hokage tier that never make it to YouTube. Why? My thought process is we are always recording. I don't have to think about what's going on YouTube 3 months from now. We're always recording some of the dopest content, and when it comes time for that time to post something on YouTube, I'm like, you know what? This show is no longer relevant, or that show is not that popular, or I posted episode 1 of that show, it didn't do very well, so it's just going to stay on our Patreon.